Hello friends, Harshal here and welcome to my YouTube channel. And in this video I'll be discussing on how can we back up the configuration of the environment, and we will later on talk on EB extensions as well. So let's get started. So the first thing that I have to do to create the environment, so I'm just creating a directory that is EB, and okay, now I want to write something in index.html. So here, hello guys, Harshal here from Harshal's Cloud. Okay, something like that. Okay, let me check. So yes, the web page we have created, and now what we have to do, we need to do initialization EB init, so we can check. I'm taking that number 4, that is Ireland. Select application to use our application, that is, it could be a B, right? So number 2 by default, so number 2 is EB, right? This is this one. Now application has been created, yes. Then by default 1, that is okay, then yes. And here we can select the key pair, that is I'm selecting number 2, and yes, it is completed. Okay, now we have created the application, and now we have to create the environment. So for creating environment, it's very easy, that EB create and the environment name. Let us say I want to give the name that is dev. So now it will start creating the environment. This may take a while. Invalid parameter validation, value 3, valid minimum 4, invalid length of parameter, EB create. Okay, so here only 3 digits, so that's why it is showing that error. So dev env, let's check it out for this name. So here the length issue, okay, the value is only 3 digits, so here dev, it's only 3 digit and the minimum length should be 4, so that's why I created again. And now it started creating, so it will take some time to create the environment. So pause this video. Okay guys, so environment has been launched successfully, and we can see here elastic beanstalk. So here in elastic beanstalk, you can see that okay, this is different location, so we want to check in Ireland. Okay, now you can see the environment name and the health is okay. So we have now created the environment, that is dev env. Okay, so we are good with it. And now here if I click on it, this environment, it starts loading, and here you can see save configuration, right? So there is no configuration for now. So what is save configuration? So right now there is a application is running on this environment, right? And the configuration that we have set for this environment, and by default the configuration has been set. So that configuration we can save here, and whenever it requires we can simply launch the environment, and the same configuration, same environment with the same configuration will be launched very easily, okay, or we can load it. So that is very helpful. It is like we have taken the backup of the configuration, right? So this is the thing. We can take we can back up the configuration setting. So okay, now how to take the configuration, how to take the backup of the configuration setting. So let's check it out. So here, if here is the configuration setting, right? So with this command, what you actually do, here we are the configuration save env name, okay, whatever the environment name is here, it will save here, right, in the configuration. So let me copy this command and I paste here. So the environment name, okay, so configuration setting of what environment you want to save the configuration. So I want to save the configuration of environment name this. So I copy and I paste it here, right? And now you can save that configuration by the name you want, okay. Let me okay, I have given the name DevOps. So the configuration from this environment will be saved by this name, okay, by the name by this name, that is DevOps. So I simply enter and it will start saving. So configuration save at here. So here configuration will be saved in your local machine, and the same configuration will be saved on your console as well. So if you click on it, okay, and here in the configuration you can see that the configuration actually saved by using this command ebcli, that is ebconfig save. And whenever you want to launch, you can launch the same environment. Let us say that environment is deleted, okay, that environment is deleted by mistake or something like that, okay, or by any means it is deleted. And if you want to launch the same environment, in that case you will not write all the commands and everything, you will not set up everything, right? So here you can simply go here in any environment, and here in the application you can see the save configuration, right? So we can manage that tags also, and we can also load to somewhere else in other region, okay. And if you are not getting here, then you can simply get here in that location. You can get the configuration file in that location, and yeah, and you can launch the configuration setting as it was before. Simply you can launch by using eb and deploy. So whatever the setting mentioned here in this file, in the YAML file, it will be automatically set. Okay, so now we know how to save the configuration, right? If there is another, okay, let me set the environment. If I copied here, okay, so environment update is starting, so it will update the environment. Okay, so now it is successfully deployed to the environment. The new configuration has been deployed. Now we can go here and check. In the configuration, you can see there are a lot of configuration, okay, and here you can see that the environment properties enable cool new feature, okay, and if you go down, here is okay, and the value is true. So we can set environment by doing this, right? Now I want to, now again I have to use that save configuration, right? Now the configuration has been changed, we have added the environment, right? So I want to take the current configuration setting. So again I need to run this command. So already exist error saved. Yes, this is the same. Okay, I guess the first of all eb and deploy. After deploying, so all the update has been successfully done, and now we can save the configuration. So template already exists. Okay, let me change the template, that is DevOps 1, and now I need to take the configuration. Okay, now it is saved. We just need to change the name, and if I go here and check in the save configuration, here we can see that DevOps 1, right? So in this way we can set up the we can take the backup of the configuration, right? Now again there is something that is okay, if you want to put something then in the configuration, then we can do that. So okay, so let us say I'm here in the env and configuration, and I set something. Let me edit this, and okay, I have written false. Okay, again that the environment is changed, the configuration has been changed, right? So it will take some time. right? If I do here, if I go here, and you can see the false. Okay, so I have done some changes in the configuration, and I just want to back up the configuration, this configuration, but I don't want to create new one. Okay, in that case what I do, I simply go with this command. I want to put, I just copy and I paste here, and whatever the configuration name, let us say I'm taking the name of save configuration, the configuration name is DevOps1. So I simply copy this and here I paste, and it start. So what happened, whatever the configuration saved here in this configuration name, in this configuration file, so whatever the update of the configuration we have, that will be put up in this file as well. It will be updated, that file will be updated. Okay, so we don't have to create new files all the time. So here is the last update at 1533, and here is 1534. So just we have updated this file. Okay, now the next one is we can config. Okay, so let me copy this and I'll tell you. I pasted here. Okay, so whatever the environment I have, let us say the environment name is dev-env, right? This is the environment name. So environment name having let me show you. So if I go to the configuration, and you can see here, you can see we have just set the environment, set up the environment, that is enable cool new feature. But before we set that environment, we had taken the configuration, backup of the configuration right here. So this is the first configuration we have saved, that is DevOps. So here that environment was not set, right? So I just wanted that that first configuration where environment was not set. Okay, so I want to select this configuration. So I just copy this. I want to update this configuration. I copied that and I paste here. So this the current environment, right, here is dev-env. This environment will be updated by using the configuration of DevOps. So the configuration, the same configuration setting will be applied on dev-env. Right now there is a configuration setting applied with the environment is set up. Okay, but here was environment was not set up, so this will be applied on, this configuration setting will be applied on this environment, that is dev environment. So let me cross check again. So that is, yes, dev environment name is correct. So environment update is starting, so it will take some time. Okay, now instance deployment is completed successfully. So if I go there, okay, environment successfully deployed new configuration to environment. Okay, done. Now if I go here and let me check in the configuration, and now you can see there is no environment. So if I environment variable, so if I click on it and let me check, so you can see there is no environment properties has been set. Okay, So we have applied the older configuration setting, so that's why in that setting there were no environment configuration has been had been set. So the same you can see here. Okay, I hope that you understand about these commands, that how can we run this command and what it will you will get the result after using it. Okay, so now we will talk about, I will be talking on EB extensions. So what is EB extensions? Okay, if I go here in the topic, you can simply see here in the configuration environment. Okay, there is EB extension. So if I click on it, EB extension means advanced environment customization with the configuration file. So here we can customize the configuration file by using EB extensions, right? So whenever you create the environment on EB, Elastic Beanstalk, so Elastic Beanstalk eventually use CloudFormation template. Okay, so let me tell you CloudFormation template. CloudFormation so the CloudFormation template will be created, would have been created in the CloudFormation. So now you can see that the CloudFormation template is already created. Here is the name, that is dev env. Okay, and the AWS Elastic Beanstalk. So we can what we can do, we can simply change the template. We can simply change in the template of the CloudFormation, and the configuration will be changed according to that. Okay, in the configuration file we can do that in the CloudFormation. But if you want to change the configuration file, if you want to do some changes in the configuration file, in that case we have some different idea, we do have some different step. So so let me tell you that how can we do that some changes in the cloud Elastic Beanstalk. So here you can add AWS Elastic Beanstalk configuration file. We can add Elastic Beanstalk configuration file by using EB extensions, okay, to your web applications source code to configure your environment and customize the AWS resources that it contains. Configuration files are YAML or JSON formatted document with the .config file extension that you place in the folder name and deploy in your application source bundle. Okay, so okay, so there are two types of files we need to create, that is JSON, .json and .yaml. Okay, the same files also we create in the CloudFormation, right? So okay, let me go here and I need to create .eb extensions here. So mkdir .eb extensions and that file is created, and then I need to open this. Okay, now I am in EB extensions and I need to save .yaml and or .json file here for to add the configuration and to do some changes in the configuration. The same file we have to add here. So how can I add? First of all, I need to do pwd. So I get the location. Okay, I just copy this location Now cd home, then duck desktop DevOps, then code, then elastic beanstalk, right? And if I do ls, so in the reference file okay, so I have some files with me. I had already created some files and I just put some, these files in the reference files. So if I do ls, okay, so there is something eb extensions. Now I do okay, so here is the auto scaling configuration file. Okay, so how can you create the auto scaling configuration file? I'll tell you in the documentation, but first of all I just wanted to copy this, paste here. Missing, okay, that is fine. So okay, copy here and so I copy this file, that auto scaling file I copy, and I wanted to paste here in the eb extensions. So I paste and enter, right? So it is created. Now if I go, now again I want to go back to my eb application, and in that eb extensions. Okay, so now auto scaling .config file has been we have created. I had already created, and how it is created, so let me tell you, let me show you that auto scaling how can we create. Now cat and 01, so here you can see the option setting, right? So this is the syntax. First of all, you need to mention the option setting, and here is the namespace. This is called namespace. Okay, I'm creating that auto scaling group, the minimum size 1 and maximum size 10 cooldown. So if you don't know that what the parameters you can write here in the namespace, you can simply go here in the documentation, and here in the general option you just click on it and you can check on it. Okay, this is the namespace. So here is the namespace, AWS auto scaling group. So here we have this is the namespace, and then there is some name, that is minimum maximum cooldown. And what is minimum maximum, so you will come to know by reading here. Okay, this is the description. So here is the minimum size. So minimum size means here you can see the minimum size. Okay, and here the minimum number of instances that you want in your auto scaling group. Okay, by default it is 1. Okay, if you don't give, by default it will take 1, and valid values should be 1 to 10,000, and here also 1 to 10,000, and the max size by default it will take as a 4. So we have taken here 1 to 10. Okay, and the cooldown, and also if you want to read about cooldown, so here is the cooldown, sorry, this is cooldown. Okay, so you can read about this cooldown, and you will get that default value and the valid values. here. Okay, so in this way you can write the code. You can write the code inside the template, and then you can also set up this namespace, that is auto scaling launch configuration. So if you want, just go back, and here is auto scaling launch configuration. So simply click on it, and here is the instance, right? So here is the instance type. So what is instance type and how can you select the instance type? So everything you will get to know by reading this description, right? So this is the instance type. Also you can use image ID, security groups, and instance IAM profile. Everything you will get from here. Okay, so here only set this auto scaling group and that launch configuration. Simply only instance type they have mentioned, that is t2.micro. Okay, that is fine. So now what we have to do, we have actually save the file here, and now we have to do deploy, eb and deploy. So the configuration will be deploy. Okay, so if I click on it, so it will take some time. So now you can see that environment update completed successfully. So in the environment, so if I do ls and cd01, sorry, cat 01. Okay, so what we have done, the minimum value, that is 1, maximum size instance will be 20, and cooldown, that is 240. Okay, so these are the values that we have set in the configuration setting. So just I need to go here and let me check if it is actually set or not. So if I just click on the configuration here, and here in the configuration, if I go right, in the instances, no security group, load balancing, auto scaling. Okay, so I need to check here in the capacity. Okay, so here minimum value, that is 1, and maximum 10. Okay, and the scaling cooldown is 240 seconds. So the same that we had set in our configuration file. So let me edit this and let me check again. So here minimum, that is 1 instance, maximum 10 instance, and this is the auto scaling group that we had set in the configuration file, and here is the cooldown, that is 240 seconds. So actually what happened, the configuration setting is applied on that environment, that is dev/env. Okay, so I hope that you understood how to write the file. Okay, now there is one more file I wanted to show you, that is if I go back here. Okay, if I go back here in the elastic beanstalk, and if I do, okay, cd reference, cd eb elastic extensions. Okay, here if I do ls, and here is the second, that is auto scaling copy.config, right? So I wanted to copy this one, and let me check what is written in that file. So cat and Okay, so if I check, here is also a copy of, okay, this is the same file. I don't want this file. So if I do ls, and here is, okay, here is the DynamoDB, this one. So here you can see we have created with the YAML format. We have created the template with the YAML format. Okay, and here is the resource. Then what resource we are using, that is DynamoDB table, and DynamoDB table it will be created. And here is the properties, that is key schema, attribute type, and everything you can see. Then again the second resource, that is notification topic, it is created. Then the output you can see. Okay, and in the output you can see the reference, that is notification topic, and the ARN of the notification topic. And here is the option setting. Option setting is regarding to the elastic beanstalk configuration file syntax. So here is the notification topic, that is it will take the reference of the notification topic. Then DynamoDB table, it will take the reference of the DynamoDB table, and the AWS region will take the reference of the AWS region as well. Okay, the values will be assigned to them. So where you will get these values, these three values. So here if you go inside in opt elastic beanstalk bean get config and environment, inside that you will get all the values. Okay, if you want to check the values of notification topic, so here is the notification topic, and you will get that that value, whatever the reference you will get, and whatever the value, everything you will get here. Then again Dynamo table you will get here, inside here. So a lot of things you will get. Okay, so right now what I have to do, I need to copy this. Okay, I need to copy this to home duck, then eb, right, and then dot eb extensions, and here I wanted to copy this file. So this file is copied. Let me check. cd. If I check, there is a DynamoDB configuration file. Okay, now okay, configuration file has been we have already put here. Then again eb deploy, we need to deploy this. So again it will take some time. Okay guys, so it is showing some service error. So it is failed to deploy the application because that CloudFormation stack, this stack is aborted the operation, and it will get rollback in progress. So okay, there is something configuration, I have done something wrong in with regarding to CloudFormation stack. So okay, no worries. So I hope that you understand how exactly we need to do, because whatever the configuration file you write, okay, you need to put that configuration file in .eb extensions, okay, in that file, and you can do eb deploy, and it will be deployed if there is nothing wrong in your configuration file. Okay, So it happens. So thank you so much guys for watching my video. Have a good day. Bye.